Hello, everybody. It is I, Saber King, back again for yet another Death Battle review. Today we have the third episode of Season 7, my personal favorite, Leonardo versus Jason the Red Ranger. I was very excited by this. I love these two characters, so the opportunity to finally have Leonardo come back and Jason come back seemed like such a marvelous idea. We're going to go ahead and get right into the episode. Let's start off with the good, shall we? I loved the voice acting. John Allen fucking killed it as the voice of Leonardo. He very much had that cam style pitch that Leonardo used to have back in the 90s cartoon. Actually, this felt like it was 90s Leonardo ripped straight out of the cartoon to fight the 90s version of Jason, which segues over into Kagi making his return to play Jason the Red Ranger. Both of them delivered some fantastic performances. With John, we got some iconic Easter egg catchphrases from Leonardo, and with Jason, we got the classic Power Rangers dialogue that felt like it came from the show. I really have nothing else to say about these two other than they were phenomenal, they delivered on the execution, and just overall, I was sold on their wonderful, wonderful portrayals. Thank you again, Melissa, for your great direction. The animation was fucking amazing. I'm not going to waste your time saying what I've already said about Lewis in the past, other than he has killed it and delivered my personal favorite animation of this season. It had everything. 2 awesome retro-looking sprites. Jason's was actually from his very first Super Nintendo video game, which was awesome. And of course, Leonardo's is his same sprite from his very first 2 episodes all the way back in Season 1, but of course with a little bit of a touch-up. And hand-drawn elements obviously make a return here. They were so fucking good. Really, really on point. We got a great CG city landscape, which is actually the same city landscape from the season premiere, but with better lighting. And if you look in the background, you can even see the dent from that season premiere. Great little Easter eggs like that, plus some awesome choreography. Just overall, this animation had me on the edge of my seat. I cannot stress enough how much Lewis continues to be on point. The music by Theirwolf Media, it's a great fucking hit. It may not be What's Up Danger, but what it lacks in lyrics, it makes up for with them experimenting with a new sound we've never heard them do before. An 8-bit arcade style soundtrack. It felt like it came from that NES, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis era. Growing up in that era, I got such a kick out of this soundtrack. There were even portions of it that sound like it came from TMNT, and it could be in Power Rangers. I just don't know what to say. It's just amazing. On to the stuff I did not like. Nothing. I have no problems with this episode other than I did want a little bit more, but that is just a tiny nitpick. I realize that they couldn't give us a lot more with their production, but regardless, I still find this episode to be absolutely flawless. You can look at that as me being a biased asshole, or me just sucking up to Death Battle. Take your pick. I don't care. Overall, this episode had phenomenal voice acting, amazing animation, a retro soundtrack, and overall, I have nothing bad to say about it. With that being said, this gets the first ever A+. Thank you to everyone who contributed to this episode. It was amazing. I loved it. And I'm very excited to see how the 2D fights come back in a huge way in the second half. Holy shit, that next time, though. Oh, I'm very conflicted, but I'm very excited to see both of these guys in here. This is gonna be awesome. But if you enjoyed this review, then please hit that like button. You want to stay on my channel? Hit the subscribe button. And of course, hit that bell icon to be notified. Then, of course, go down and support my Patreon so you can get these videos early every Sunday before they go public on Mondays. With all that said, this is Saber King saying farewell, and may my reign last for an eternity.